What's going on, everybody? Critical Ray back here again, and today marks August 1st. So that means that I have a huge Blu-ray 4K DVD collection update for you guys for July 2018, and that's what this video is. So if you're new to my channel, I do this every month. I go through all the movies that I picked up. Some of them I unbox on here that you can click on over there to see what the whole packaging looks like, and some of them I just picked up, throughout the month just because I wanted to. I always start off with the ones that I have unboxings of up on the channel, so I'm going to start off with those. And the first one that I got is Blockers. Now, I have a review for this movie because I saw it in theaters. I have an unboxing up for it. Go check it out. Most of these I have reviews up for also if you want to hear all my thoughts on it. But obviously it was good enough for me to pick up. So, Blockers, really funny movie. Next we have Tully. This one actually really surprised me. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. But this is well acted, well directed, huge twist that I did not see coming, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. So of course I picked this one up, and I actually picked this one up yesterday. So yep, Tully. Next one, the best movies I have seen out of this whole year is A Quiet Place, a really good thriller. I wouldn't consider it horror, but John Krasinski, who would have thought that him playing Jim on The Office would bring him to directing and starring in this movie right here. But I'm glad it did. So that's A Quiet Place. And 4K looks phenomenal on it. Next is Isle of Dogs here on Blu-ray. I did see this one in theaters. I did not review it, but I did really enjoy this one. I like Wes Anderson's unique directing style for movies like these. His animation, look of it and stuff like that is really cool to me, and this is actually probably his best movie I've seen of his. So, Isle of Dogs. Next is a sequel to one of my favorite comedies, Super Troopers, and of course this is Super Troopers 2. Really good comedy, it's a stolen comedy. If you like the first one, you'll probably like this one. And the last movie that I picked up that I have an unboxing up for is Ready Player One, the 4K Steelbook, exclusively to Best Buy. So, if you want to check this out, please go check out the unboxing for it, because this packaging is great. So, that's Ready Player One. Now, we're going to go into the movies I picked up at Dollar Tree, because Dollar Tree, if you don't know, brings Blu-rays and DVDs every now and again. Lately, it's been like once every month, the past 2 months, if I'm not mistaken. But they brought them back, and I got a couple. So, first, we got Manglehorn, which I don't know anything about, but it has Al Pacino, so it's like $1. I'll pick it up. That's how the majority of these are. I don't know anything about, but I like some of the actors, or all the actors in it, and I'm interested in it, like this one. Sympathy for Delicious. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Mark Ruffalo, Orlando Bloom. Hopefully it's good. Who knows? But I will watch it eventually. Next, we have Age of the Dragons. I only really know Danny Glover in it, so he's the whole reason I picked it up, because I was like, Danny Glover in a fantasy dragon movie. I gotta check it out for $1. That just seems funny to me. Next, we have Burn After Reading, which I know is on Netflix, unless they took it off. I have not seen it. My friend said it wasn't that good, and he's a huge Brad Pitt fan, but I figured for $1, I'll pick it up and add it to the collection and try it out. Because I do like Brad Pitt, and George Clooney's alright in certain things. And, yeah. We'll just see. Next, we have Syrup, which I have seen before. I thought it was alright the first time I watched it. Nothing special. And I don't think it's on Netflix anymore, but that's how I watched it the first time. But I have broadened my horizons since then and got more into indie films and movies I never thought I would like. Because back then I was just watching comedies and action and a few dramas, but nothing out of the ordinary. But now I do watch stuff out of the ordinary. So, I'm going to give it another shot, but that is Syrup. The last Blu-ray I have is Heatstroke, and the whole reason I got this is just for Macy Williams. You know, if you don't know who she is, she plays Arya Stark in Game of Thrones, and Game of Thrones is my favorite show of all time, so I am really looking forward to watching this movie and seeing what's it like and, you know, why she in it, because it looks like a more recent movie because she's older in this one, so she filmed this while she was filming Game of Thrones. Now I got 3 DVDs, which I know DVDs, they're out, you know, but for $1, I figured I'd give them a shot. First we have the Salvation, and I mainly picked this up because it's a Western, and it has Jeffrey Dean Morgan, so I really do want to check it out, because I love Jeffrey Dean Morgan, especially in Walking Dead as Negan. I love his Negan. I wish Walking Dead was on HBO, because then we get the true Negan, but it's not, so gotta deal with what we got, but he is great as him. But that is the Salvation. Next we have me and Orson Welles. I don't know anything about this movie, but it's got Zac Efron in it, and Zac Efron is a really great actor. You know, he's great in his raunchy comedies. He's great as a dramatic actor. He's great in musicals. He's just great altogether as an actor. And hopefully he is great in this one. I'm sure he is. But hopefully it's a good movie. But that is me and Orson Welles. And next we have a Discovery 2 like mini-series or mini-movie documentary type stuff. And that is Klondike. It has the guy that plays Iron Fist and Netflix Iron Fist and The Defenders, and the synopsis for this seemed very interesting to me, so, and I'm a huge history buff, so hopefully this one's well done. But that is Klondike. Alright, next we have some Criterion movies, because Barnes & Noble's had their annual 50% off of the Criterion movies, and I picked up 4 movies I did not have, which I'm ashamed of. But first up, we have Dazed and Confused, which I have seen once, and I loved every minute of it. It was funny. It's great. If you've seen it, hopefully you liked it. If not, let me know down in the comments. But I want to say this is one of the movies that inspired Kevin Smith to make Clerks, and I love Kevin Smith. He is my favorite director, so this one is really well done, and it has Ben Affleck and a young Ben Affleck and a young Matt Damon in it. Not Matt Damon, Matthew McConaughey. My bad. But yeah, really nice release put up by Criterion. It came with a nice poster, a little booklet. Really nice release. That is Dazed and Confused. Next we have David Fincher's The Game, starring Michael Douglas. I have not seen this movie, but I love David Fincher and his directing. I love suspense thrillers, you know, psychological thrillers, just really suspenseful movies that you don't know what is going on until the very end, like Gone Girl or Seven or Fight Club. All of those leave you, you know, wondering what is going on till the very end, and hopefully this movie does the same thing. And if you watch my reviews for Sharp Objects, you know that I talk about Gone Girl a lot in that, because it's done by the same people. And check out the reviews for that show and see if I like it and if I think that y'all should go check it out. But next up, we have a classic John Hughes movie that I am ashamed I've never owned on Blu-ray, but I have seen it a bunch of times, and that is The Breakfast Club. A classic movie, you know, coming of age story. Really great film, and this is a great release put out by Criterion. You know, nicely, it comes with a little booklet, and I think it comes with a bunch of like special features that we have never seen before, and it comes in a 4K digital restoration, so probably the best release you'll ever get. And I got it for $20. Criterion, they are still having the Criterion sale, so go hit up your local Barnes & Nobles to get a couple of these if you want to. But yeah, The Breakfast Club. Next, we have another Wes Anderson movie, and I did not know this was put out by Criterion, but the week before I got Isle of Dogs, I saw that they were having the sale. I saw this was on Criterion, and I went immediately to pick this one up, and that is Fantastic Mr. Fox. I had never seen this movie, but I loved Isle of Dogs so much from theaters that I was like, okay, I want to see his other movie that he did, like claymation type, animation type style. So I watched it that night, and I loved it. It's not as good as Isle of Dogs, but it's a really good movie. And I'm so glad that Criterion did it, because this is just a nice release. It comes in a little box like this, and you get a little art book on this booklet, because it's like a little digibook. And yeah, really nice release. That's Fantastic Mr. Fox. Next, we got some movies I picked up at the pawn shops. The first one up here is Dogma. And this movie has been out of print for so many years. When I first got into Kevin Smith movies, I watched Clerks, and then I watched Jane Silent Bob Strikes Back. Actually, I watched Jane Silent Bob Strikes Back first, then Clerks 2, then Chasing Amy. I think in that order, because they were all on Netflix at the time. But never Dogma. So I found Dogma on YouTube, and I watched it first. And I've watched it a couple times on YouTube because someone uploaded it. And I wanted the Blu-ray so bad. It's always gone from between $35 and $100, if I'm not mistaken. One time I looked on eBay and it was going for $100. But I could never pull the trigger to buy it. So I went to a pawn shop and I found it for $3. And it is in really great condition. So I'm so glad to pick this one up. Kevin Smith is my all-time favorite director, and is the reason why I wanted to become a filmmaker, or I want to become a filmmaker. So I'm so glad to add Dogma to my collection. Next, I have, at the same pawn shop, I found 3 Disney movies that I picked up, all for $3. And the first one up here is Brave. I actually have never seen Brave. I know that's probably a shocker, but I have it now, and I'm definitely going to check it out, probably tonight at some point. But that is Brave. Next, we have The Lone Ranger. I saw this one in theaters. I thought it was aight. I saw it again I've seen it a couple times, and I still think it's just aight. But for $3, I like watching it. It's kind of a slow burn for me, but I enjoy it for some reason. So, The Lone Ranger. Next, we have Alice in Wonderland, which I remember buying on DVD when it first came out, because I used to be a huge Johnny Depp fan, like, because of Pirates, and I'd watch anything Disney and Johnny Depp in it. And when Alice in Wonderland came out, I was looking forward to it. I enjoyed it for what it is. I haven't seen it in many years, because I got rid of the DVD at some point, but I have the Blu-ray now, and I'm definitely going to be checking this one out again. So that's Alice in Wonderland. And I have seen the sequel, Alice Through the Looking Glass. I thought it was aight. Nothing special. I think, if I remember right, the first one's better than the second one. But I could be wrong. I don't really remember the first one. I remember the Chepawaki. That's about it. But last pickup I picked up at the pawn shop was Jarhead. Got this one for like $2. Watched it. I thought it was pretty good. It's not the exact war movie I was thinking it was going to be. I thought it was going to be big action, gunfights and stuff, but it's more of a psychological war film, and what the war and being out in the desert for years does psychologically to you. So it was very interesting and well acted. Jamie Foxx and Jake Gyllenhaal is phenomenal in this movie. Jamie Foxx is hilarious also. But that is Jarhead. I know they made a bunch of sequels to that. I have never seen the sequels, but I only care to see the first one because it has Jake Gyllenhaal and Jamie Foxx in it. So all the other ones are like straight to DVD movies. Alright, so next we just have movies I picked up at Best Buy. Yeah, and one at Walmart. So first up, which I got for like $5, is Terminator 2 Judgment Day on 4K. I have actually never watched Terminator 2. I know it's a shame, but I am definitely going to be checking it out. I've been waiting to get a 4K player because it didn't redeem at Voodoo, but I'm probably just going to say screw it, and I'm just going to watch the Blu-ray because I do need to watch this one. I have seen all the Terminators except for 2 and 3. So, that's Terminator 2's Judgment Day. Hopefully it looks good on 4K. I know some people said the transfer, they did a weird color tint to it. I don't know, but I'm going to give it a shot. Let me know if you guys picked it up and if you think that it looks great or if it looks a little weird. Next, I picked up Eye in the Sky. I got this one for like $3 at Walmart because it was in clearance. And yeah, I think I remember hearing about this one, not really. But Helen Mirren, Aaron Paul, and Alan Rickman are phenomenal actors and actresses. And Alan Rickman, rest in peace. This is one of his last movies, so I had to pick it up just for him. Because he is Severus Snape and phenomenal in those movies. Next, I picked up Groundhog Day on 4K. I have actually never seen this one either. I am going to check it out because people say it's good. And Bill Murray is hilarious to me, so yeah, Groundhog Day, 4K. Next, we have Submergence with James McAvoy and Alicia Vikander. I never heard anything about this movie, but I saw it came out. I waited till it dropped in price, and it finally did, so I picked it up. I haven't had a chance to watch it. I actually haven't had a chance to watch a lot of these, really. Haven't had a chance to watch a lot of these, really. So, I am going to get around to it, though. I just got to make more time in my day. So, Submergence. Hopefully it's good. Both those actors are phenomenal, so I'm sure it will be. Next is The Quick and the Dead on 4K. Love Leonardo DiCaprio. Love Russell Crowe. Have never seen this one. Actually, have never heard of it. But when I saw that they were releasing on 4K and I learned that it was a Western with those two in it, I was like, I gotta pick it up. Haven't had a chance to watch it, but I do have it and I'm gonna get around to it. So next up, I picked up my favorite movie series on 4K finally. And this is why I haven't had time to watch a lot of these, because I watched all of them on 4K. And I'm gonna start with the first one. Now, the first 4 have 4K slipcovers. The last 4 have the Blu-ray, standard Blu-ray slipcovers on them, because my Best Buy did not have the 4K slipcovers for 5, 6, 7, and 8. They didn't have any of them, so with slipcovers. So I got the ones off the Blu-rays. They're the same artwork, just not the 4K ones. And I am looking for the 4K slipcovers. So if y'all have any and are willing to sell them to me, comment down below and let me know. If you know anyone that is selling them for a decent price, I am interested, because I do want the 4K slipcovers for these. But first up, we have Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and all of these look phenomenal in 4K. Like, best investment I've made on a movie series, because I have bought these so many times. I bought them on DVD, then I bought them on Blu-ray with these same artwork, and then I got, as a Christmas gift for my brother one Christmas, I got all the Harry Potter movies in that Best Buy exclusive 10, each one in individual steelbooks, and now I have them on 4K. So I am so glad to have them on 4K because they look great. But this is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, real glossy. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, which is probably my favorite, if not my... I don't really know which one's my favorite. I like 3, 6, and 8 the most, or 7 Part 2. I don't really know exactly which one's my favorite, but I love all 3 of those the most. If I just want to watch one, those are the 3 that I go to. But typically, when I do a marathon, I start with 3 and I go all the way through 8. Because 1 and 2 I've seen a lot, and I don't really need to rewatch those, but I do a lot most of the times. But yeah, Prisoner of Azkaban. Next, we got Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. This is where the Blu-ray slipcovers start taking. You can tell the difference a little bit. This one people say is the most boring one, or at least my best friend does. I disagree. I think it's great, and yeah, this is actually probably my 4th favorite one. If I had to say a 4th favorite one, it's probably this one. Next, we have got Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, and last but not least, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. I wish that Warner Bros. Release a 4K release with just these two as combined as one movie, and just do Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, no part 1, no part 2, just Deathly Hallows. I think that would be really cool, and I would definitely pick it up, because I would love to just sit down and watch both of those back to back instead of getting up and changing disc or changing over on Vudu, just watching them as one long movie like they are. So, yeah, that does it for my July 2018 Blu-ray 4K DVD collection update. Comment down below, let me know what you guys picked up, if you picked up any of these, if you picked up any of the other ones, if any of them suck and you don't like any of the movies, let me know down below. Also, let me know if I wasted any of my money on these, because it's possible that I did. Also, let me know if you like Criterion movies. You know, which one's your favorite? What releases should I get? Recommend some Criterion movies for me, because I don't know a whole lot. I just get the ones that I know of and certain actors are in. But recommend some. I'll check them out. Also, if you have any movies that I didn't pick up that came out this month, or any in general, also just let me know down in the comments, and I'll check them out, and I'll see about getting them. And yeah, guys, in the description I have links to my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages. You can click on over there for updates on my personal life, what I'm working on, things I'm picking up, things I'm thinking about doing, special guests I'm having, certain ideas, like I'm thinking about filming a podcast and a Q&A. I just need people and Q&A, I need questions. I'm also thinking about having some guests on, playing some games. Who knows? I got a bunch of ideas rolling around in my head right now. But yeah, guys, if you like this video, then hit the thumbs up button, because it really does help me out. Also, share it with all your friends, family, everyone that you know, and any people that you don't know, because that also helps get the channel out there and me out there, so more people come, watch, like, and stuff like that. Also, hit that subscribe button for more awesome content like this, and all that awesome content I talked about I had up in here that I'm thinking about doing. And let me know if you want me to do stuff like up in what I'm thinking about in here. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.